We want to welcome everyone to today's Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation's Foundation for the Future Luncheon. This is the 4th annual event, and we appreciate you all being here today. We have an excellent event in store for you, so please make sure you get ready for some exciting stories to be told. My name is Matt Cook, and I am the Vice President of Community Relations with Lake Michigan Credit Union, and I have the distinct privilege of hosting today's event. I'm proud to be standing up here as we get the opportunity to share some of the fantastic things that are happening in the Grand Rapids Public School District through the support of the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation, as well as many of you in the room here today. Today we're focusing on a theme of embracing differences and celebrating cultures. I can think of no better example for both our community and our society as a whole than Grand Rapids Public Schools. Did you know I want to share with you all that amongst GRPS's 17,000 students, there are students from over 68 different countries and over 50 different languages that are spoken across the district. And at Sherwood Park Global Academy, the school that we're going to be highlighting today, they welcome students there from over 20 different home countries. Each day, the teachers across GRPS, and specifically at Sherwood Park, work together to invest in each of the students that are in their classrooms, no matter what their background is. They celebrate the unique experiences and cultures that each of the students in their rooms bring. They also educate and build up the children of our community into the leaders of tomorrow. The teachers at Sherwood call that the Sherwood way. It's also the GRPS way. And it is really the Grand Rapids way as well. It is individuals, businesses, and organizations coming together as a family, united in providing the best educational opportunities for every single child that lives in this area. It is also the Lake Michigan Credit Union way. LMCU has been longtime supporters of the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation and the Grand Rapids Public Schools. In fact, over 80 years ago, we were founded by a GRPS teacher. That is why we continue to serve as a co-presenting sponsor of today's luncheon with Steelcase. And as a company, we recognize that a focus on education is critical to our success today and well into the future. I also want to take a moment to thank Deb Bailey and the rest of the Steelcase team for all the work they're doing in the community for education, and specifically at GRPS and with the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation. Again, as I mentioned, they are the co-presenting sponsor of today's event. But we're not here alone today. So first, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the amazing table captains that are present in the room today. It's because of their time and commitment and belief in what's happening at GRPS, but also the invitations that they extended to each of you in this room that is why we are here. So table captains, would you please take a moment to stand so that we can recognize you? I also want to take a moment to thank the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation Board of Directors, staff, and volunteers for all of the critical work that you're doing for the students here in the Grand Rapids Public School District. We're so thankful for your work. And Michelle and your team, you always do a fantastic job, whether it's an event like this or the grants that you're providing within the district. So thank you for all your work. Anybody that's associated with GRSAF, please stand to be recognized. I'd also like to highlight there is a list on your tables of pencil box donors, and those special individuals took some time ahead of this event, and they're very committed to strengthening the educational opportunities for our students in GRPS, and have already come together before today's luncheon to raise over $20,000 in pledges. So thank you to all of you. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the staff, the administration, the leadership, the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education, who work so tirelessly on behalf of all the children throughout the Grand Rapids Public School District. Many of our GRPS leaders are here with us today, and at this moment, I would ask you to stand as well. Please join me in thanking them for the leadership of our district. You'll get to hear a little snippet of some highlights of all the work that they're doing in a few moments. Later on, we will get the privilege to hear from GRPS Superintendent Teresa Weatherall-Neal. Every time that I hear her speak, I'm reminded of how passionate she is in the job that she's in and how much she cares for every single one of both her children and our children throughout the district. These are her kids and our kids, and she wants the very best for each one of them. Superintendent Neal's vision really is about helping every single one of the children throughout the district to become productive, well-rounded citizens, in ensuring that the Grand Rapids Public Schools is a model of public education throughout the entire country. She's been successfully leading a transformation plan that's really transforming the entire district, but our community as well. We're truly blessed to have Superintendent Neal at the helm of this district and caring for every one of our kids. So thank you, Superintendent Neal, for your work. Today, we'll also get to hear from Sherwood Park Global Studies Academy Assistant Principal Yamika Bracey. She'll share with us her inspirational story as well as a small glimpse into many of the amazing things happening at Sherwood Park. I've had a chance to hear a preview of that talk, and I guarantee you will walk out of here moved by what she has to say. Now, get ready to go back in time to those Saturday mornings that you sat in front of the television set. It is my great pleasure to introduce the Sherwood Park Global Studies Academy Schoolhouse Rock performers under the direction of music teacher Kim Jarnigan.
Regina was home with the flu, The doctor knew just what to do. She cured the infection with one small injection, and Regina uttered some interjection.
Hey, that smarts. Ouch, that hurts. Yow, that's not fair. Guy shot down there.
Interjection, show excitement or emotion. They're generally sent a proper sentence by an exclamation point or by come with the feelings that is strong. Geraldine played hard to get, Gerardo knew he'd woo her. Yeah, he showed his affection despite her objection, and Geraldine hollered some interjection.
Well, you've got some nerve. Oh, I've never been insulted in all my life. Hey, you're kind of cute.
Interjection, show excitement or emotion. They're generally sent a proper sentence by an exclamation point or by come with the feelings that is strong. So when you're happy, hooray, or sad,
Aww.
or frightened,
Eek.
or mad,
Rat.
or excited,
Wow.
or glad,
Hey.
an interjection starts a sentence right. Game was tied at 7-all, when Franklin found he had the ball. He made a connection in the other direction, and the crowd started shouting out,
Interjection.
Aw, you threw the wrong way. Darn, you lost the game. Hooray, you're for the other team.
interjection, show excitement or emotion. They're generally sent a proper sentence by an exclamation point or by come with the feelings that is strong. So when you're happy,
Hooray.
or sad,
Aww.
or frightened,
Eek.
or mad,
Rat.
or excited,
Wow.
or glad,
Hey.
an interjection starts a sentence right.
Interjection.
Show excitement or emotion. They're generally saying a proper sentence by an exclamation point or by come with the feelings that is strong.
Interjection. Show excitement or emotion. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Darn, that's the end.
Wow, what an amazing performance as they head out. Let's give them one more round of applause. I want to thank those amazing students for sharing their talents with us today, and it was definitely a treat. I invite you now to eat your lunch. Just be aware that it's going to be a shortened time frame, so you'll feel free to have conversation, but also when we get back started with the program, feel free to continue eating your lunch. Thanks.
What an amazing group of people we have here today. And on behalf of the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation Board of Directors and our Executive Director, Michelle Sahovsky, thank you for being here. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our presenting sponsors, Lake Michigan Credit Union and Steelcase, for their generosity and dedication to the students of GRPS. But before I go too far, folks, weren't those students from Sherwood Park Global Studies Academy fantastic? Let's give them one more big round of applause. At GRPS, we embrace differences and celebrate cultures. Today, we come together, diverse and in unity, to support the Grand Rapids Public Schools. My name is Charles Ash, and I have the privilege of serving as board president for the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation Board of Directors. I am a proud graduate of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, went all the way through K through 12, and I know there's some polar bears in the house. I heard there were out there. There you are. There you are. I am now a partner in the law firm Warner, Norcross & Judd, and I'm also a very proud member of the Grand Rapids legal community. Many of my colleagues from Warner are here today, and I see my colleagues from other law firms in the community here as well. At Warner, like many of the other businesses represented here, our strength is our people. And the strength of our people has much to do with their education in the broad sense, as well as the environment in which they work. Law firms produce the best results and best service for clients when their lawyers have been well educated and trained as lawyers in environments where diversity of people and thought are highly valued. And where everyone is included. This is why diversity and inclusion are core values at Warner, and why Warner financially supports the students of the Grand Rapids Public Schools. They are the partners, my future partners, and the future of your businesses too. And I'm sure you can all agree with me that the students of GRPS, the students at Sherwood showed us today, they can do it. They can and they will. Your attendance here today makes a powerful statement in that regard. You care about the future of the students, and you care about the future of the Grand Rapids Public Schools. We are here today because we rally together behind GRPS, the vision and its leadership to be a model of public education in our country. We are here to ensure that all students of the district become productive, well-rounded citizens. Through innovation and ingenuity, we are creating meaningful educational experiences for students to reach far and achieve their potential. For our students to reach far, to not only succeed, but to thrive, it takes leaders to support them with our time, our advocacy, our financial resources. I served on the board of the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation for 4 years before stepping into this role as board president. As the exclusive fundraising partner of GRPS, the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation is uniquely placed to support the learning and development of the district's students and to provide a bridge for all of you and this entire community to join us in this important work. We are here today to help strengthen the educational experiences of all students at Grand Rapids Public Schools. That is the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation way. Because of your partnership, in the last school year alone, the foundation raised more than $1.9 million million in philanthropic support. And we owe it to you. We owe it to you. And we reached every one of the 17,000 students in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Each year, our foundation board and staff work together with GRPS to review their needs. And with changes in government and educational funding, it is even more vital that we come together to provide all students from all walks of life with a chance to learn and experience a strong education. How can we as a community recognize these needs and help to support the best educational opportunities for all of our students? At the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation, we are guided by 5 beliefs in GRPS and its students. 1, every student has the potential to be an educated, self-directed, and productive member of society. 2, we believe in the Grand Rapids Public Schools, its students, its teachers, its support staff, and its leadership. 3, every child deserves meaningful educational experiences and opportunities to reach their highest potential. 4, the students in Grand Rapids Public Schools cannot do it alone, and only through community support and partnerships can we work together to ensure these opportunities for all students of GRPS. And 5, we believe a strong public education system is the foundation of a strong community. That is the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation way. We know the need within the district is great. We also know that together, through partnerships within our community and within the school district, we can fill the gap and help provide the resources to give our students the best possible education. That is the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation way. Today, I hope you will join me in strengthening the educational experiences for all students in GRPS. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Grand Rapids way. That's what we do. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce and turn the podium over to a true visionary. Her passion and commitment to the Grand Rapids Public Schools and her unwavering belief in the unlimited potential of our children in this community shines brightly throughout the district every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, our superintendent, Teresa Weatherall-Neal.
Good afternoon. It's hard to believe that I have been your superintendent for 5 years, 5.5 years. The time has gone by quickly. I am blessed to serve as your superintendent. Many years ago when I took this position, I asked you, I asked the employees, I asked the community members to embrace change. Embrace your transformation plan. It's not my plan. Most of you in this room had a voice. You helped shape the Grand Rapids Public Schools. So all of the changes that we've made, everything we've done, it came from most of you in this room, and for that I say thank you for embracing these children. They deserve you and your investments. Thank you for that. The next thing I just want to say, when we started this plan, we knew we had a heavy lift. You knew we had a heavy lift. And I asked you to take this journey with me to turn GRPS around. We are the 7th largest district in the state. We serve over 17,000 children representing many countries, speaking many languages. We are the diversity that we want to see across this nation. You are it. We are it right here in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. And I want you to know, we embrace it. It is a blessing to serve these children. But that's not the most important part. What is important is this: the results are real. What we've done in this community is real. Since 2011-12, when I became your superintendent, our SAT scores are up, which led to a 47% increase in graduation rates. We've changed generations with that, you guys. This isn't they graduate and walk away. We have changed the lives of many children to come. In 2015-16 alone, we, the district, your district, we saw an increase in graduation rate of 65.54%. That's no mistake, you guys. That's because we did this as a community. Again, we can do it. We got 7 of our schools off the state list, which we know we need to continue, but we don't have schools on that list. That's a scary list to be on if you're a teacher, if you're a principal, a parent. But in this community, we said it's not good enough, and so we made changes. Chronic absenteeism is down. Here we focus on the whole child. Parent engagement is up. We have music and art and athletics in our districts. And for so many people, you may think, well, you should have. But we didn't have until you answered the call and you came together so that we could change the lives of these children. And I know that our work is not done. As your superintendent, I know my work is not done. We will go deeper, we will go wider. We know we have to do this. There is another phase to the transformation plan. But you can rest assured when we say all children, we mean each and every child in this district. We will not stop until we've helped them reach their potential. We will target on kindergarten readiness, literacy, science, math, college and career, and graduation. That's the next phase of the transformation plan, is for us to go deeper. You will hear about one part of our transformation plan, and that is Sherwood Park Global Studies. We are so excited to share. Sherwood is now going to join our COIT and become an IB school, International Baccalaureate School. We've talked about this before. I've shared with you that this is really teaching our children to think differently, to believe in themselves, our teachers, our principals, our leaders. This is the gold star in education, you guys. This is what we need for these children to go out and face this world. We need to do that for them. We owe it to them. And you've said yes. You've said yes to Coit and to Sherwood. We believe in you enough that you should have the gold star. And that's what we're working on in the next phase of this. This transformation plan will take you to the next level. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing anything as your superintendent. It doesn't mean the principals are going to stop. We'll run harder. We'll run faster, but we're going to make this happen. And I can't do it without all of you in this room. I asked you almost 6 years ago, will you join me? You said yes. And once again, I'm going to say, stay with me. Stay with me as we start the next phase of your transformation plan. It is the right work. It is the right work. I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me as your superintendent, for the leaders in this district, the principals, the parents. Most importantly, though, thank you for what you've done for these children. We can't do this without you doing your part. We owe it to each other. We owe it to each other. You again will continue to get great returns on your investment, because that's what this is. Every dollar that you spend on these children is an investment. And they are so worth it. Even my young girl who was scared to get up here and say her part. You guys, she did a wonderful job practicing. She was ready. It's hard to get up in front of you. It's hard. It's scary for me, and I'm your superintendent. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing for my kids. Thank you.
The Sherwood Way means to be a leader.
The Sherwood Way is meeting every child where they are.
Accepting other people.
Make others feel welcomed.
It's core values of how to operate within other groups of people.
The Sherwood Way is the village. I have 6 children. All 6 of my children attended Sherwood Park. I want them to accomplish more than I did.
The Sherwood Way is we are all a family. Everybody is unique in their own way, and it's just beautiful.
Sherwood Park is a special place. A family can bring their children or their child here at kindergarten, and they can be here all the way through 8th grade.
We have students from 20 different countries, speaking 11 different languages, and it just provides a very unique atmosphere.
I do have 5 different languages spoken in my classroom this year. And I'm coming from another culture, so I know how important it is when you come to another country to be welcomed.
With Sherwood Park being a global studies school, we want students to become global citizens, looking beyond your own individual circumstances.
We learn about the map, the world, different kinds of religion, different kind of people.
The students are going to encounter people from different cultures throughout their entire life. So it helps give students a background. People can come from anywhere around the world, but still have common objectives in terms of what they want for their life.
When I come in the morning, I feel over the rainbow. When I started, I was a little bit shy. I thought I would probably do horrible. And then as I started coming, I started getting better.
I like the staff because even when you did the wrong thing, they still know that you're a great person and that you can accomplish more in life.
The Sherwood model is a part of the transformation plan for Grand Rapids Public Schools to allow our children to compete, to lead, and to prepare them for the real world.
The Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation is the fundraising partner for Grand Rapids Public Schools.
Grand Rapids Public Schools would not be who we are today if we didn't have the Student Advancement Foundation. As a community, we said, these are our children, and so what can we do? And I think the Student Advancement Foundation is an example of the community saying yes to our children.
As the foundation, we really are working to create a vision that allows the community to come in and fill that gap between what the schools can do on their own and really that global village idea where everybody comes together.
It is beyond supporting academics. We're building character. When you support the Grand Rapids Public Schools, you really support the growth of this city.
They are the students that are in your neighborhoods today that are going to be your community leaders of tomorrow. We really are only as strong as our school district is today.
The International Baccalaureate program, it really represents increasing the intellectual knowledge of children at a very early age. It's about personal growth, it is about economic growth, and we would like to take that model for children at Sherwood Park.
We are focusing on the primary years program. Preschool through 5th grade would be learning skills that connect globally. They're able to problem solve, form their own opinions and their own perspectives on things.
My hope is they take their education, their knowledge, their experience here in the Grand Rapids Public Schools out into the world and embrace change.
We are equal to each other and we can help each other.
Ms. Bracey's always saying we're all leaders and we're all family.
My children they mean the world to me. And I love Sherwood Park because Sherwood Park allows me to be a great parent. I love feeling that my children can go to school and receive the same care and love that they do at home. They never give up on our students, and that means so much to me.
My son, who is now 30, would still today tell you stories about being at Sherwood. That welcoming, warm atmosphere that is present in our classrooms, it's the thing that the kids remember forever.
The Sherwood Way is welcoming everyone with open arms.
En esta escuela somos una familia.
At Sherwood Park, we are a family.
Sí, tuko familia.
We celebrate cultures.
Você tá na qual classe?
Kila mtu anaweza kuja.
احنا نفتح مالتنا ايد واحنا نلعب
We'll make a global impact.
What will your impact be?
¿Cómo vas a cambiar el mundo?
Como que você vai fazer noutra cidade? How will you change the world?
I am awesome. I am amazing. I am great. I am so smart. I am a leader. I walk like a leader. I talk like a leader. I act like a leader because I am a leader. Every morning, our students are reminded of who they are. These words in their simplicity speaks volumes. Resonating in each and every one of our students is a sense of hope, a sense of safety, a sense of responsibility, and a sense of respect. A sense of respect for themselves and a sense of respect for others. At Sherwood, I say these words with my students every single day. Hello, family. My name is Yamaka Bracey. I'm the assistant principal at Sherwood Park Global Studies Academy, and I would like to share my personal journey with you. As a child, I always knew that I wanted to be a teacher. I come home every single day and I would collect all of the papers, pencils, crayons, markers, anything you can possibly think of. I would begin to make my own homemade learning board and I would prepare to give the best lesson of my life. I can still remember asking my friends if they wanted to come play school with me after school, and they would say, no. But it didn't matter. I played anyways. I would play for hours after hours. I would have my teddy bears all lined up in a row like little ducklings. And in my imaginary world, I would teach. I remember my mom, a GRPS employee and a college professor at the time. She would hand me this little red pen, and she would allow me the opportunity to help her grade her class papers. Oh my goodness. So much fun, right? Making those little checks and those little stars on the side of answers and cheering on students who I had never met but wanted them to do so well. As I was knee-deep in my grading, my mom would stop what she was doing. She'll look up to me and she would say, Yamaka, you're gonna make a great teacher someday. Growing up with well-educated parents, I knew that college wasn't a choice. It was an expectation. However, I found myself struggling in high school. It was hard. For no real apparent reason, I kind of just fell through the cracks. I wasn't a trouble student. I just figured out how to fly under the radar. So when graduation from Ottawa Hills High School came, the path that I was headed down, which was much different than the one that I had imagined or the one that was wished for me. Instead of college, I chose to become a wife. I chose to become a mother. I chose to have the white picket fence. Mission accomplished. So I thought. I married young, and I started a family quickly thereafter. But my life didn't necessarily become the ideal white picket fence that I thought it would be. My husband and I, we knew we needed more. We knew that we wanted more in life, more for our kids, more for our growing family. The fire inside of me to be a teacher continued to burn, burning bigger and brighter each and every day, each passing year. I volunteer regularly at my children's school, Henry Padea Academy, under the leadership of Ruth Jones, now known as MLK. I was a PAL parent. Did I love this? I was able to work closely with teachers and staff and parents and students. That little fire that was hidden inside of me became a passion, a passion. And they, the teachers, the parents, and the staff, they saw my potential. They saw my desire, and they encouraged me to pursue my dream. We were parents of 4 wonderful, beautiful, beautiful children. I was pregnant with my 5th when I began the long journey through college, and it was hard. I lacked confidence, and my mind would constantly remind me over and over again of all of my shortcomings, and there was a long list of them. It was truly a battle. I was on welfare and hardly making ends meet. I remember our caseworker. She gave us an ultimatum. She told me either I quit going to school and continue on with the needed assistance, or I continue my education at the expense of that support. I couldn't understand how she couldn't see that I wasn't the person that she thought I was. Couldn't she understand that I was trying to truly make things better for my life, for my children, for my family? Couldn't she understand that I wanted out of this cycle, that I'm different, that I wanted off the system? So I was faced with a tough decision. I chose to put my chin down, pull my shoulders back, and dig in deep and go forth with my education. Although this journey was hard, I reminded myself every single day, struggle for a little while to make it a lifetime. You got this, Yamaka. That long road of fear was quelled by determination and sacrifices that my family made to make my dreams a reality. My hard-won battle is a story that helps me reach many of my parents and students that I work with today. They hear of my struggle, they feel my relief, and they celebrate my achievements, urging them to want more in life, more for themselves, more for their families, more for their future. When the world was set on defeating me, I conquered. When I share my story, trust is built and empowerment thrives. When the world is set on defeating my families, they will and they shall conquer. Today, my family has grown by thousands. Each and every student and their family are my family. As an educator, I am not only accountable for the educational well-being of each and every student, but I hold myself responsible for lifting them up and showing them love, regardless of the bad choices they've made, regardless of the life circumstances that they may face. From our gracious Sherwood principal, Mrs. Sherry Ross, thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you for the opportunity. And all of the wonderful and dedicated teachers, staffs, parents, families. We are brothers and sisters who come from all walks of life, each with a different story to tell, each with a different barrier to cross, each with a different hurdle to navigate. It is the Sherwood way to share these stories, to celebrate our accomplishments, and to hold each other up when life seems to set us back. At Sherwood, we teach love, we teach acceptance, and we teach hope. We support each other, we protect one another, and we stick together. Because at Sherwood, we are family, and that is the Sherwood way. A family that embraces our differences and celebrates the many cultures that make our school a community, a diverse and global community that learns together and shares together a common goal, and that's to be uniquely us. Our learning goes far beyond any four walls of any building, far beyond West Michigan. We teach to the whole student through the lens of a global perspective to mold and to shape leaders who someday will embrace a future of global opportunities. Now that, my friends, is the Sherwood way. In a world filled with fear and hatred, we are building up leaders like Olivia, Monique, Roberto, and Warda, who you all saw in the video. These students are learning every single day by my example and by your example to support them and to stand for each other and make a powerful impact in this world. Now, that is the Sherwood way. All the good in my life has come because people believed in me. People supported me. I choose daily to pay that goodness forward and guide and inspire the youngest of generations. Just as GRPS District has invested in me, I choose to invest in all of our students. We don't always know the direction that we will take. We don't even know the journey that it will take or the obstacles that we will have to face. We don't know what we're going to have to navigate to get us to the other side. But what we do know is that every one of us, everyone has a story made up of ups and downs, mistakes and detours. And at Sherwood, at GRPS, we teach love. We teach family. We teach community. And most importantly, we teach acceptance. Take a moment and repeat after me. We are awesome. We are amazing. We are great. We are so smart. We are leaders. Thank you, family. Have a wonderful day.
Well, I know there's no one prouder of Mrs. Bracey in this room than I just learned an hour ago who her mother is. So I think her mother needs to stand up. Oh, yeah, and the father. Okay, sorry. Well, I know her from her work at WIP. Thank you. I guess my bias was showing. Sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for that. We can certainly see you are invaluable to Sherwood and all the work that they're doing. Good afternoon. My name is Deb Bailey, and I'm a committed supporter of GRPS, both as a volunteer board member for the Student Advancement Foundation and as a financial supporter. I also have the privilege of working at Steelcase, where public urban education is our #1 priority. And so I get the honor and the privilege of being able to become familiar with the program. And throughout the years that I've been involved, I've seen firsthand the difference we can make when we all come together. And the more I learn about the district, and every time I hear Teresa speak or I see another performance or hear one of the administrators, I continue to have my confidence absolutely escalated. So the more I see, the more I am all in. Of course, you know what my role is and what time in the program, and we're actually going a few minutes over. But no, we're not going to lock the doors, but I'm going to ask you, and this was a saying I remember from school, please put your pencils down for just a few moments. If many of you are like me, you came in today with a preconceived notion of what you think you're going to donate today. But I'd like you to just temporarily suspend that figure for a few moments. Today we are here because of the incredible students of GRPS. Each of us is here today because we have been the beneficiary of an exciting educational opportunity. Today, it's about leveling the playing field. In turn, we're ensuring that all our children, the students in this community, have access to the best educational opportunities available. Today is about removing barriers and coming together behind every school, every student, and saying we are with you. Last Friday, I had the opportunity of attending my 8-year-old grandson Liam's grand friend days at his school. Of course, it was a great experience because I love this awesome kid. But after 2 hours, I left. I was exhausted. I couldn't wait to get back to the corporate setting. And it made me so appreciative of all of those teachers I watch bend down and talk to every child directly in the eyes. And knowing that I'm clock watching at the 60-minute mark, and they've got a 6-hour day. but it left me just so appreciative. Think about this. Every morning, teachers get up, arrive to a boisterous class, and share their gifts all day with their students, just as we heard her speak, that energy. Talk about commitment. Now, let me ask you, how many of us would have the skill, the ability, and certainly the patience to contribute in this amazing way? Not me. So I see today as an opportunity to say thank you and make a gift in honor of all the educators who shaped our lives and are currently shaping the lives of our students. Now that you've heard the full story and the vision for GRPS, it's my privilege to ask you to make a financial investment, just as Teresa mentioned, in the ongoing success of the district. Already today, we've had several donors join as members of the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation Pencil Box. And I'm thrilled to announce that these leaders listed at your table have made it possible to start out our day at the $20,000 mark. Personally, I've made my contribution in honor of Pat Seableck. She saw potential in me and helped me see it in myself when I was an academic, floundering high schooler, and she changed my life trajectory in a way I'm sure she never knew. So who was your Pat Seableck? Who made that huge difference in your education? And who helped you find a path? This is not an investment in GRPS or the foundation. It's just an investment in our children. The GRPS has made so many tremendous strides over the past few years. Our students come from all walks of life, and they face some tremendous challenges. But wouldn't you agree that access to the best educational opportunities is not a barrier that they should have to fight? Your gift today sends a strong signal of support to educators, to the district, and to this community. I believe it's one of the most important investments you'll ever make. I'm hopeful that the news I'm going to share with you will entice you to suspend that number and double it, to stretch your gift a little further. Thanks to Lisa Litzenberg-Meyer, all new and increased recurring gifts to the Grand Rapids Student Advancement Foundation will be matched up to $25,000. So even though I knew she would hate that, so I'm glad somebody else started it out there. So I had to pick careers that didn't involve math, but I can tell you, if you do $25 a month, that's $300, and it quickly turns into $600. So I'm not going to stand up here right now and tell you what $100 will get, or $500 will get, or $1,000. You can see the impact of those on the screen behind me. My hope is through the stories shared today, you would consider changing a student or several students' trajectory through a financial gift, perhaps even a monthly commitment. Today's gift is your personal statement of commitment to a strong urban public school system that has proven year after year that these investments yield incredible results. Now I'd like to ask the table captains to please pass out the pledge cards. Scrolling behind me are examples of the real cost of our work. Please consider a stretch gift, and if you do, I can promise you'll feel pretty darn good about that and have a good night's sleep. We know and respect that we certainly all have different financial means, and we want you to know that you can still make a tremendous difference in impact with any gift of any size. And we truly appreciate whatever level of support you can provide. But perhaps you want more information, a tour of a school, or you have some great ideas for us. Please fill out the checkbox at the bottom of the card. Many of you are still writing, and I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to each and every one of you for sharing your valuable time with us today. When you have completed filling out your cards, please pass your envelopes back to your table captains. This is where we'd usually have that music going on and on to really make you feel uncomfortable if you're not filling out every aspect of the card. But we're not going to do that yet until we see those cards all coming back in. So thank you for coming today, and we certainly extend an early invitation to join us next year to hear even more amazing stories and results. Now I'd like to invite Matt back for a few final words. Matt?
We want to extend a very gracious appreciation for all of you spending your lunch hour with us today. And I hope that you're leaving feeling very moved about the things that are happening throughout GRPS, specifically at Sherwood Park. But as Deb mentioned, there are a number of different opportunities where you can learn more about how you can get involved in addition to financially. And so we encourage you to connect to Michelle and her team or any of the leaders of the district to be able to find out how you might be able to make a difference and get more involved at GRPS. Thank you again for your time and have a wonderful day.